The goal of Glossa is to make your discovery easier, and that means not having to change your processes to fit the tool. Sometimes reviewing the requirements Glossa generates takes you out of your process and your flow, so we wanted to make it easier. We do that in two ways. First, cutting down on noise by getting rid of requirements that aren't relevant for your project scope. And second, by making the requirements more easily scannable and formatted the way you're used to. Let me show you. Here I am in a sample project for Apex Industrial Supply. These requirements are quite lengthy, making it a lot to read through, especially if you really want to understand each one. It's a lot to digest. And, clients, because we capture everything, some of the requirements might cover topics you're not very interested in or that are out of scope. So we have two ways we can quickly make this list easy to scan through and review, so you don't have to spend that much time reviewing and fixing requirements. You just have a list of exactly what you need. First, on the dashboard, we can add project context. This is how we tell Glossa, for this project, this is what's important and what's not important. So when a client talks about something that's totally outside of your scope, you don't have to weed through and find those requirements by hand. We're leaving out anything to do with reports, dashboards, or analytics, and we found two requirements that are out of scope. It's easy to select them and then mark them as canceled so they don't clutter up your list. That covers irrelevant requirements, but what about the verboseness of requirements that makes the list hard to scan? Now, you can set a requirement style in settings. This allows you to teach Glossa what a good requirement looks like for you. Plus, if you don't need a title, the requirement stands on its own. You can now hide the titles, and I'll show you what that looks like. Let's check the requirements that get generated now that we've added what a good requirement looks like. You can see they're all much shorter now. They're much easier to scan and read, simply affirming, yep, this looks good. It's straightforward. And most importantly, it fits directly into your processes. You don't have to change what you do to fit Glossa. Glossa fits to you, making it really easy to scan through and say, yep, looks good.